going. Okay. Oh my god, I'm terrified of it. But it's so easy to ride. How do you get it into neutral? Alright, that's the first thing that's a bit weird. Getting it into neutral. Oh god, so I wasn't too keen on that. The gearbox is amazing. It's got a quick shifter on it. Oh my god, so that's quick shifting. Alright, this is the first time ever this might be the first time ever I've taken a bike out on a test ride. I'm absolutely fucking shitting myself because it's so high. I'm concentrating so much. I don't know whether it's recording or not recording. It's so easy to ride. Oh my god, it's so easy to ride. I'm terrified and excited all at the same time. So it's in dynamic road. I have no idea what that means. I'm not sure I'll ever get used to quick shifting without using the clutch. Might come in handy on long motorways. You know, long rides. I think it would take me quite some time to get used to this. But what a beautiful bike. I think the last real heavy bike I had was the VFR 800i, and it was 209 kilos wet, and this is 20 kilos more. The weight is terrifying, I have to say. I'm just happy to stay away from all these guys. So it's unfortunate I haven't got the GoPro on. And I know some bikes have much bigger screens than this little bikini screen, and I don't know that BMW supply any other type of screen than this one. I really don't know. But considering I'm riding a naked bike at the moment, let's get this speed down here. So I'm riding a naked roadster style of bike. So remember, I can always turn around in a petrol station. Don't panic, kids, don't panic. I am panic. I'm absolutely terrified. $2,000 excess is a lot of motorcycle to drop for a 20-minute, 30-minute ride. But oh my goodness, this bike is so easy. The Kawasaki Z650RS is an extraordinarily easy bike to ride. It really is. It's simple, it's light, it's beautiful, it handles well. And I think the last really upright bike I rode would have been the Fazer 600, which had a really upright stance. And of course I've got to bear in mind that this bike is straight out of the box and the tyres won't be scrubbed at all, so got to be cautious. There's a roundabout. This will be my friend then. Oh my god. I am absolutely terrified of it. I don't want to drop it. The weight totally disappears once you get rolling. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to push my luck. I always feel much more confident when I've paid for it. Take it on the road and I've paid for it, then you know it's down to you as the rider to recover the cost of any repairs. And so the last BMW GS that I rode was one of the new model 700s. It was a 650 engine, I think, but I think they upped the number and they called it a 700. And we rode them. We had two of them. I had a low seat fitted, and Farmer Chris rode just the standard motorcycle on the standard motorcycle seat. And we took them from Patagonia in two separate trips. The first one, Patagonia to Pucón, and the second one was Iquique on the coast of Chile up to Machu Picchu. Similar bikes. I'm not sure if they replaced the bikes between the trips because it was a couple of years apart, but they were the last time. That was the last time I was on a BMW. And what a difference. I mean, those bikes were very easy to ride because they were more than run in, if you know what I mean. They'd done thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers up and down South America. You know, they were easy to ride, they were well run in, they were not exactly hammered, but they'd had a lot of use, as would be expected. Long mileage. It's a long way from Ushuaia all the way up to Machu Picchu, and they would regularly do that. They would do that, I think, 4 or 5 or 6 trips over the winter. They were rewarding to ride, you know, easy to ride, comfortable to ride, but nothing like this. This is like a Rolls Royce. I'm so nervous. I don't normally get nervous at anything. I'm very confident on a bike. Well, you would be, wouldn't you, after 26 years of riding around tracks and commuting every day in the ice and the snow, and you know, the thousands and thousands of miles I put on. Oh God, thousands and thousands of miles I've put on motorcycles. The number of motorcycles I've had. I'm trying not to grip the thing too hard. I've like got a death grip on the left handlebar. I drop my shoulders and relax. Oh dear. Look at the view there. I've even got time to look at the view. So I just got to remember where to turn off. Oh dear. I could be from here to North Haven at this rate. I have to say, I could take this motorcycle out for a long ride. What a beautiful machine. It's absolutely stunning. I know I'm not doing anything with it. I'm just sitting here as literally like a passenger would be, but it's so comfortable. The tank looks enormous. I have to say, the tank, you're sitting in the motorcycle, very much in the motorcycle, you know. My knees are right around this tank. It's got a great feel about it. It's just beautiful. Now I have to go left here, if I remember. Oh God, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful machine. I know when I got on the Kawasaki Z650, I thought instantly, this is a beautiful motorcycle. Just stunning, and it really is. It's a beautiful machine. It is gorgeous. But this one, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is incredible. Just the feel of it, the balance on the move. Even it's slow. This feels incredibly slow. So the speed limit. I hope the wind isn't too noisy coming through my helmet, because this is a noisy helmet. How do you get it into first? Oh my God. Is that first? Is that neutral? I don't know whether that's neutral. I'll damn it find out. I'm used to the N. You know? I'm used to seeing that N. and I'm not seeing anything. That's second, that's first. So is that neutral? I'm not trying it out. I don't feel, there is a little bit of heat, I think. I feel a little bit of heat coming off the engine. Not too much. It's so easy to maneuver. I'm finally relaxing a little bit. It's a completely different style of riding. You know, being this far, being this upright, completely different style of riding. You know, turning is a different story. It's not the same as a sports bike, but slow speed, wow. It's just so capable. Now I'm looking for the still shop. You want to drive up on the curb, mate? That's up to you. God almighty, can you people not wait? I guess not. Jesus.
What do you reckon?
Oh my God.
Good? Is it good? Are you comfortable riding it?
Yeah.
How'd you go?
It's awesome.
You've got a big smile on your face.
It's absolutely awesome. What are your thoughts on the GS800 Chris?
I found it to be very comfortable, easy to ride. It was well balanced. There was no lag in any of the engine settings. It was smooth. Quick shifter was absolutely spot on. I tried the cruise control, easy as. I found it to be really good going up through the gears, down through the gears. Brakes were spot on. There was no fade, nothing like that. I did turning circle to do a U-turn, and it was like being on a push bike. It was so easy, which I think is always the trouble with a lot of people, trying to do their U-turn. But it was good. It was good. I was very impressed. There's more than enough power for everything that we would ever want to do. I know it's got cast wheels, so it's really geared to the road. Could go on dirt roads and gravel roads, which is about all we would want to do. But yeah, suitably impressed. So Glynis, what did you think of the F800GS BMW adventure bike?
I thought it was an incredible bike, very different to riding the Kawasaki Z650, and coming off a sports position, etc., onto an adventure position is very, very different, remembering that it's an opposite lean for an adventure bike. So I'm so used to leaning with the bike, and it's an opposite lean to actually get it around corners and a roundabout, as you've seen in the video. So I went round that roundabout. It didn't throw up any bit. It was nice and smooth going around it, but it was a completely different feel because I was trying to lean with it until I remembered, no, it's an opposite lean, so that's going to take some getting used to. Very, very smooth. I used a quick shifter, but it's going to take an awful lot to get myself out of the habit of using the clutch. The bikini fairing's good because I'm only 5'6", so the airflow's right over my head anyway, and easily, so there wasn't any buffeting. There was, I did feel, by the time I got the bike back to the dealership, I could feel the heat coming off the radiator or the engine. I presume that radiator just push out some heat, and that was I could definitely feel that on the front of my legs. But I'm just wearing jean-style armoured riding pants. If I had something which was a bit more, you know, enduro maybe, or adventure or off-road, maybe it would feel different. And the other thing that I noticed was the brake. The foot brake, of course, is set. I've forgotten. It's so long since I've ridden a BMW. The front brake, the foot brake is set so that when you're standing on the pegs and you've got those armoured adventure boots or enduro boots, you've got that movement to pivot the foot forward onto the front brake, whereas these sort of small ankle boot type of motorcycle kit, it's a little bit harder for me to reach for that rear brake, but it was fine. But it also meant having that balanced brake. Whereas my Kawasaki, when you go for the front brake, it's on. You know, it's got an instant feel and it slows down really, really quick. I found that I really had to grab that front brake in order to slow it, but using the combination of rear and front, which I don't always do, not in straight road riding unless I'm coming to a stop quickly. I did have to use that extra bit of strength on the front brake to bring it to a stop.
So you had the load seat fitted, Glynis?
Yeah, Farmer Chris had the standard seat, so it is, I think, 820 mil high. I'll check that and put it on the screen if that's wrong. And mine is the shaved seat. The bonus of that is that it's shaved down at the front, so you can get right up and into the tank and you really feel like you're sitting in the bike, which is excellent. But it also meant that when I first got on it, you feel that pressure of the hardness of the seat on the inside of your legs. But I found after a couple of minutes of riding, I moved my body forward so that I was right up against the tank, and that hardness went away because my legs were away from that shaved area, but it meant I got those few extra millimeters when I went to put my foot down when coming to a stop. But all up, absolutely amazing bike.